Blog Talk Radio.
Since you've been around here, and no one's counting, but it's got to be years. Other than someone else, what brings you near? Can't say that I recall anything important, nothing at all. Not one single tear, at least that I recall. You had your back turned when the rain began to fall. Not so much as a memory comes to mind, not so much as a postcard delivered in time. Have you forgotten that you were once mine? When will I see you again? Will I ever see you again? Can't you see what you've done to me? Of a dream you can't see. Not so much as a memory comes to mind, not so much as a postcard delivered in time. And have you forgotten that you were once mine? When will I see you again? Will I ever see you again?
Hi. Oh my. Yeah. Anyway, what a way to start a show, eh? It's just, what a loser. Whiners and losers. Lugan. Lucifer, you know that fucking bad idea thing? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Planet full of whiners and losers, you know? Anyway. Well, I got a better idea. If you want to hang out for a bit, might have a couple tonight. Actually, I might have more than a couple, but that's okay. Just, I hang out in the land of Oz, the good ideas. And my, oh my. Oh, beautiful drift coming out of the sleep wave today. Hung out for probably about 2, maybe 3 hours, just zone. And just to get the overview, what you guys are doing on this planet right now you have no idea what you're doing. It's beautiful. It's baby. I'm going to look up Boots for you. For anyone that doesn't know what the Boots constellation is, you are the stars, the boots on the ground here. And you can't get your boots on the ground until you get rid of the legal name thing. Neat trick, eh? See, this is the... and I have to say it because there's no other way to really say this. It is so fucking unbelievable how insanely simple this most profound open the gates of heaven trick is. I have tried to put it into words, essays, radio shows, music, whatever, everything that's ever come out of my face as I've been, life flash before you thing. Yeah. That's when you only see that when, what? Just before you die. Yeah. But die in Latin means come to light, come to life. And you get that. It's your life flashes before you, and you can pick out any moment of it. It's pretty awesome. But hey, who the hell would want that kind of awareness? Oh my. Geez, if you had that kind of awareness, you'd see every trap coming. Who'd want that? Boo! See, you like being scared, apparently. But seriously, I got to go sarcasm tonight, guys, just because. Seriously, guys, it is, for all you still kind of going, huh, what, like, that kind of thing going on still in your head, and not understanding what this really is. Oh, well. I mean, the tracking that's going on right now of all the things that are aligning, here we are going to be taking the crown of El, ripping the crown of El right off of Lucifer. You might see that as the coronal, mass ejections kind of thing. Yeah, what do you see when the whole fucking thing gets ripped off? You're starting to get the picture now? You see, when you take the crown of Lucifer off, cut swathing holes across the false light. You might call it the sun in the sky. That's the... excuse me while I kiss this guys. Hey, guys. How's it going? Ooh, look at those. What cute guys you're wearing. What cute guys you are. Boy or girl, doesn't matter. It's all guys to me. Luciferian, right? What is that word again? Oh, yeah, that one that gives it all away. The mask you lie in. Tea. Don't be drinking from that cup. Speaking of Tanis, D, we're going to rock tonight, sweetheart. It's see, that's the thing about going through the emails that you write. The only thing that drives me nuts is I just want to be able to see it. Like, it takes time. You just got to look at it, see it, let it click, connect, and then just shut up, and then it comes, right? So it's a very patient game you have to play with this. This. You can call it magic or whatever it is. It just drops in like magic. That's the really neat part. And you will never see this reality while you think and still act like and in fear of a legal name at all. You can't be in fear of it. It's spooky man under the bed. Chill, man. This whole place, guys, this was the drift essence. Everything that you think of is of life and all of it. This is all death here. You've been living in death illusion. Really nifty trick. There is nothing alive except you. There is nothing alive except life itself that has been stolen, used to light up the fires of the crown of Lucifer, coronal mass ejections. How about colonel? Colonel, colon L, yeah, the colon, Uranus of Lucifer, colon L, colonel, they pronounce it in the military. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this tonight. I'm going to show you how it's playing out in the bigger picture of the Ursa Major, Mama Bear Russia where the put in, the puts are in. There's no stock options available because Lucifer's lost all of his potions. Okay, this game is over. The cannons and bells of Sevastopol have rang. I'll connect all these dots for you. It's just the bin before its news, just rife with gems today. It was one after the other, and it was just connect. Oh, I was just playing Connect 4 all day. Anyway, get back to the legal name thing that people still have this illusion about. Okay, I was going to start to put together, a list of Katie's Did You Knows? KNOWS, GNOSNOSE, whatever nose you need. Toucan, Sam. Fruit Loops, just follow your nose. It always knows. It's a true story, Fruity. Anyway. Yeah, there'll be a lot of drifting with my bowl tonight, just to keep this on level. Did you know that opening a bank account is a felony act? True story. See, this is the whole joke of humanity. You still see these literal meat sticks, especially the religious ones, talking about banks and systems and, getting our own money back and all of this literal death stuff they like to claim. And they don't understand the fundamental of it's like, that's your soul, bitch. Let's tear down the system that's controlled our soul and use it a different way so it can still tear down our soul, but it just won't hurt as much. We'll have a better time in dead land here. It's insane. It's fucking insane. Yeah, it's a felony act to open a bank account. Because the identification you used to open it wasn't yours. It came off a birth certificate, didn't belong to you, and you used somebody else's copyrighted material fraudulently. And I'll tell you why it's a proven felony, because what you are doing is, as a result of that crime of opening the bank account, the only thing that's going to go into it are the avails of crime itself. Money. You see, so every penny, every digital concept of money in any and all of its paper forms is felony. It is fraud. All of it. And that fraud is revealed across this planet. You just heard it, didn't you? See the swath that just cuts across this Luciferian fucking shithole, dead world. See the swath that one cut. In that every penny that anyone ever thinks they have made, be it metal, paper, any form of barter, barter, or exchange whatsoever, is fraud. The avails of a crime, where something of greater value was taken in lieu of something of lesser value, knowingly. That's the fraud. Thou shalt have no other gods before thee, no other truth before thee. So the bank accounts that we look at are all deposits for the avails of crime into the cesspits and the shitholes called banks and their Luciferian masters to feed from you and the child of creation itself called life. Well, they're going to get life for it, but it won't be the kind of life that I speak of. It will be devoid of it. So there you go. Go ahead, put the... Again, this is not, now that you know, this is it turned around. Those that know who they are, everything you do is the returned IOU from Lucifer. So here's the thing, Lou, Dark Principality, bad idea. Guess you're in a little bit of debt with creation, huh? Every penny, every exchange of value That's your crown, bitch. That's your debt. You wear it. See, that's the thing, Lou. You can't write checks your soul can't cash. So it's going to cost you all, just like it cost us all. Cost us all the time. Every penny, every bead of sweat. For your wonderland, a little bit more of a wanderlust. But then it's the old nickel-plated pistols, you know, Patton? The old St. Nickel-plated. The St. Nicolations. Ni, Spirit L. It's all in the phonics. It's all revealed in the phonics. You thought I was kidding. No, I wasn't kidding. When it comes to your soul, I don't fuck around. Because when it comes to yours, it comes to mine, you see. It's a shared thing, you see. Life is shared. Yes, my loves, you are the boots on the ground. We're going to have a bit of fun here. We're going to take you on a little bit of an anagogic whirlwind ride. Excuse me. For those that are anagogic thinking, which means you can expand your fractal, you can explode your view very quickly. Give you an example. Das Boot, movie. What's it about? German U-boats, intention mines, okay? Underwater, in the waters of truth, right? The wolf packs, okay? And then you go to movies like U-571, which is U-13, the intent of the Christ mind. And, of course, watch these things play out in Das Boot. Boots, the constellation, kind of the cleanup crew. And you, my loves, are the boots on the ground, under the water, and in the air. You see? You are the cross heirs of creation itself. Apparently, there's only 144,000 of us here. 12 tribes is 12,000. Yeah, we'll see what kind of fractals are connected to them, right? But that's not just to say 144,000. No. Because there's a lot of innocent and ignorant that come along with us. We're just the ones that kind of twigged onto it, that's all. Little branch game we've been playing. Yeah, the New World Order, that's the infinite duality womb. That's why they want you to make the womb of the duality infinite own things. Because you think they have veil you. Yeah, they veil you. They veil your intent. It just depends on what venue, what stage you're dancing on. Lucifer's or truths. Lies or truth. It's that simple. What bed do you lie in? Well, see, that's a problem with truth. You're not lying down when you're standing in truth, are you? So you can always tell who the crossbar is. Yeah, they always cross the bar. No, we just raised the bar a little too high for those that are of the bar to cross. Oh, little T, big T kind of thing. Little truth? Well, lies. Big truth? Truth. It's kind of how it works. Because you've seen the duality of the hex. By G. And you don't buy the hex anymore, right? Who'd do that? You'd rather flick your bic, right? Of course you would. What's a bic for? For lighting the candles, the cant-els. You know, flick my bic. The duality of the spirit. Truth. The bic truth. Nifty trick, isn't it? This Phoenix Airlines trick? Yeah. Germany, massive riots against New World Order. Yeah. The planet's waking up, mofos. It's going to be an interesting dance. Yeah, the New World Order is getting ready for the Demon Legal Name Roundup. Yep. Unfortunately, we got in the way and E-posed. Consciousness posed their control piece off the game board. Lou's not even on the board anymore. Too many pawns got queened. That's us. And every day there's more of us. And more of us. Have you noticed? Apparently this legal name fraud that we expose is catching on. It's not a see, that's what happens when you catch fire, Mockingjay. Catching fire? Yeah, it's not a catch-22 anymore. Because here's the neat trick. The devil's caught in his own trap. Catch-22. That's the old damned if you do, damned if you don't. And every lawyer on this planet, again, this is not about people with me. This is about intent. And I don't care what the face is on the outside. It's the face on the inside, the face, the heart of creation on the inside that I'm watching. And that's the mime of humanity, the silent world where you see the actions only. Where one is standing leaning on a shovel and one is digging the ditch. Who's getting the job done? And of course, the one leaning on the shovel has all good intentions, has a shovel right next to the one sitting in the armchair, lazy boy, feet up, drinking your blood. You going to continue doing that, or you're going to finally see the legal name fraud for what it is? There's nothing on this planet you can do without committing a felony while you have it attached to you. It's a mark of the beast. The paper doll and the meat stick doll. And they're both crucified. Nifty trick, Lou. Catch-22, though. Because the only trick, pony, you had in your whole arsenal at Sevastopol, your canon law, was metal. Little chunks of metal. One bad idea. Those that make the laws must obey the laws. Hey, you said it yourself. Okay. It's a felony to use a legal name. It's an even bigger felony to know this and ask someone for one. How many cops and lawyers and judges know this? And they're still asking. Well, the asking's over. The as-king bullshit, it's over. Because, you see, this is the thing about creation. Creation's neutral. Absolutely neutral. The conscious and the consciousness creation field is that which you agree with. And it creates all intentions. Here's the part that really kind of sucks for Lou. It's called the golden rule. That which you wish upon another, you have wished upon yourself, and the evil that you have wished upon consciousness. Well, that's just a check you tried to write. Your soul couldn't cash. And it's cash out time in the Monte Casino. Your monastery is blown up. Good thing we actually rescued some of the truth. We know what the all lies do. They destroy things. The all lies. You might call them allies. I just call them marbles, alleys. You don't want to be hanging out in the alley in the dark, do you? Yeah, there's your all eyes. The wall eyes. The duality all eyes. There's your fucking anti-salmon. The walleye salmon. Wall-E, walleye. Same game. Yeah. Yeah, that post got real busy, didn't it? Let's have a little anagogic fun. It's as if we're not having it already. It's a checkmate, guys. Game's over. It's funny, they can only lock up a legal name demon. Us? Nope. What's funny is that anyone would even think of asking me who I am. You don't know who I am. I do. I'll show you who I am through my actions. That's an illusion of what I am, though. But in the what I am, what I put out into the electric field, Luciferian meat stick reality, you can see what kind of power I am. and where my power is connected to, and where that power comes from. That's my what I am. I just present it in the physical mime here, that's all. Right? I know, excuse me, I know many who feel the same way and are just as untouchable by the demons of the New World Order. There's a bigger game afoot here, eh? Yeah, hang out at the table, you'll start to catch on. P.S. I have a hard time stomaching these literalist overviews from the main point of view, the matrix, or the matri point of view. The maple, I'll get to that one in a sec. Point of view. Still seeing money and banks as real things where they can't see their own slavery in the maple saps. Well, they'll boil the frogs, the boiling frog. He doesn't notice it's being boiled alive until it's too late. Yeah, you're welcome. These are the boiling frog moments. Yeah, they'll boil the frogs into syrup and steal the sweetness of life from you. Pure maple sugar slave to feed on. A meatsicle. Yeah, the legal name is your maypole hanging tree. Cut it down. Just cut it down. Here's another one. Moscow bomb shelters fill as we prepare for war and conflict. It's not kind of the same game that you're thinking of, but stay with me. It's New Year's Day, guys. March 18th. By the way, thanks, Angel Star. Coffee and chocolate, oh my. Love it. Yes, much obliged. And Chris, you're a doll. Noel, I got your CD. I got to find my CD driver thing. I don't have one on the computer, so I'll do my best to listen to the tunes you sent. Yeah, it's just a little chaotic in the now, so I'm doing my best for everybody. Thank you. Happy New Year's. New ye R's, yes. Because you know who you are. That's why it's the Know Ye R's Day. This is your March 18th. There's your 9, consciousness of the Trinity itself. The 12, complete. Nice discipline work going on there, disciples. Do you know what I like being here? Because I have the coolest friends in the universe. I really do. And I'll tell you what's cool. Is you actually think it's cool to have me as a friend. Isn't that cool? It's just cool, eh? Let's just be friends. How cool is that? I think that's a great idea. Anyway, you see, from this fractal collected point of view here, to see the fractals in the oneness, the flashing of one's life. Okay, I'll give you the example of, what resonates. Now, Sevastopol was in an issue, I think it was 1977. Was it? Yeah, it was the Guns of Sevastopol, the Warlord Comics in the UK annual, 1977. I know I got it for Christmas. Has the story of Sevastopol. So it was in my consciousness, so something to trigger. So when I see these things, I put them all together. It's a lot different now, because the further back I go to find a moment of why did I do that then for now, nunc pro tunc, right? I make the then for now. Why then, why now at the same time? And I'll tell you why then, why now. Because what we're dealing with here is the exact same story of Crimea, Kivro Mia, right? Crimea River of truth. And what we're dealing with, I'll play the anagogics out for you as we go here to show you the players on the chessboard of the imagination, okay? What we have is a constant attempt to invade the Crimea. 18. Now, the dates are just... Here, let me just tell you the story. Excuse me. This is the siege of Sevastopol. It is important to note, I'm going to show you the connections. Victoria Cross, all the Victoria Crosses are made with metal from one of the guns, and they're out of metal. Okay? Victoria, Queen Victoria, 1901, died. Jane Doe-755. born 1900 within the Victoria reign. So it always had to tie back to Victoria. May 24, Victoria Day. Right, interesting. Have a look at what's coming up on the 24th on Victoria Day in the illusion to pull it into the now. Now for then for now. Then as in, we'll do that then in the future. That's what happened then in the past. You see, the word then, the infinite, the n, then, is a singularity. It places both now, past and future at the same, past and future at the same time to see it now. So that's how you triangulate time. Are you seeing how this works? It's a very simple concept, and I know it's very difficult to grasp because of its simplicity, because it's so unbelievable, and it's like, whoa, all the time. Okay, I get it. I do. That's where I live. You got to learn to breathe a little bit and go with it. But see how the word then is both a future and past tense word. Okay? Same sound. Also pronounced 10, IO10, X, life itself. This is why you bring it to the now, the new. Bring it to the new. New ye are. Bring it to the new. And every new is new ye are. It's an ongoing now thing. So here, I'll do it one more time. See the concept of then as a future and past tense. Just trying to think of something that will really stick with you. I don't know why you're still worried about it. That happened then. This is now. Past tense. Future tense. We'll know about it then when we get there. Future. Okay? So you've got a past and a future in the same sound. So let's nunc pro tunc, then for now, which is past and future now. You see it? Nunc pro tunc. That whole money thing of every penny and every idea of value on this planet was done in fraud and deception. Everything is the avails of a crime. Crimea. Funny how crime is always there. You just have to put the Christ on the end of it. You, Crime, Kiro, me, The Christ consciousness through the spirit breath of magnetic electric source creation, me, itself. Fa, the, ro, father, heart. Mother, action, masculine. Modus operandi of creation through the consciousness, spirit, breath. Okay? Sevastopol goes something like this. 1854, 1855. It was the siege. There was a number of battles that led up to it. Sevastopol was the sixth battle, the Christ battle. The siege of Sevastopol lasted from September 1854. Interesting that it started September 14th, was it? Where was it? Yes, 14th September. How does that resonate with Kate? That's Hillary's birth date, 14th September. A few years later, but I brought it now. Right? It lasted from September 1854 until September 1855. It gets real interesting here, guys. During the Crimean War, right, the Allies, of course, it's always the French, Ottoman, and British, the Turks, right? French, Ottoman, and British landed at, Eupatoria. Yeah. It looks like something else at first glance, by the way. Eupatoria. On 14 September 1854, intending to make a triumphal march, there's the maypole, maypex snare from Triumph, the band, Gilmore. That was his personal drum. It's on Nature of the Game song. I'll show you how these things connect. Mauro Key, march to Sevastopol, the capital of the Crimea, with 50,000 men. The 56-11 duality, 35-mile, there's your infinite duality. Traverse took a year of fighting against the Russians. Major battles along the way were Alma, that's Alma Mater, and of course Alma just outside of Guelph, September 1854. Balaclava, something that, criminals wear. Wearing a balaclava. Yeah, the Battle of Balaclava, October 1854. Interesting that the dates that come up here. Inkerman, that's the good one. Inkerman. November, there's your Remembrance Day of the Dead, the 9/11, right? That's not September 11th, okay? That's 9/11. Nov is 9, okay? Winkin, Blinken, and Nov, got it? November 1854. Tekirnea, or Ternea, right? Sorry, T-key, the truth key. Yeah, I got it. August 1855. Redan, or Red Dan. Well, Daniel and Lion's Den goes on from there. Daniel, Red, Emotion, Yellow Brick Road, Red Brick Road, September 1855. And finally, Sevastopol, September 1855. During the siege, the Allied Navy undertook 6 bombardments of the capital on Mom's birthday, 17 October, 1854, and 9th of April, 6th of June, D-Day. Nice. There's something there. I have to go back and look at it. Very vague. It's not anything key or triggery with me. June 6th is, though. So is June 17th. And, of course, 17 August, right? So there's lots of 17s, 3 of them to be exact. And, of course, the 5th of September, which is, remember, the 5th of September. They fuck things around pretty good, eh? That's what I thought, too. Sevastopol is one of the classic sieges of all time, wasn't it just? The city of Sevastopol was the home of the Tsar's Black Sea Fleet. Now, I don't want to get into all of this, but just the anagogics that puke out of this for me just melt my brain. During the Victorian era, of course, that's when this was, these battles were repeatedly memorialized. Memorialized. Meme. Okay? You see, when your mind is controlled and owned to flow at a belief, it creates it. This was one tricky little trap, kids. During the Victorian era, these battles were repeatedly memorialized. The siege of Sevastopol was the subject of Crimean soldier Leo Tolstoy's Sevastopol sketches and the subject of the first Russian feature film, Defense of Sevastopol. Here's another one. The Battle of Balaclava. You've heard of the charge of the Light Brigade. Well, charge of the Death Brigade. They got wiped out. That was 600. Valiant Ride the 600. Charge of the Light Brigade. Bunch of idiots. That was at Balaclava. Robert Gibbs painting the Thin Red Line. That would be the charge of the Light Brigade. That's the Battle of Balaclava again. Oh, yeah. Of course, who shows up? Florence Nightingale and Mary Seacole. You'll figure it out. Just want to bring in a couple more things here, then I'm going to carry on. Colonel played a big one. Colonel, Corn, right? Children of the Corn, Crown, Coronal, Kronos, Crone, C-R-O-W-N, Crone. You might pronounce it Crown, or C-R-O-N-E, Crony, yeah. Crony? You know what a crony is, right? Yeah, you hang out with a bunch of cronies. If your legal name, crony, and you're bowing to Lucifer. Christians might want to pay attention to that one. Just saying. We'll have a bit of fun with Revelations tonight as well. I'm enjoying them. They're great stories, aren't they? It's all about you. The Russians began scuttling their ships to protect the harbor. Now, where was it? On 17 October, that's the old style date, 29 October, new style. See, they've been fucking the stuff around all over the map here. That's why you got to get in the now to see this. The artillery battle began. The Russian artillery first destroyed a French magazine. What was that? Vogue? Who knows? Oh, guess we just did. Silencing their guns. Yeah, a lot of bullshit getting fired out of those magazines, eh? British fire then set off the magazine in the Malakoff Redoubt. Yeah. I don't even want to go there. Oh, there we go. Killing Admiral Kornilov, silencing most of the Russian guns there. All right. Now, I just wanted to get to... I think Inkerman was covered in that warlord thing as well. The Duke of Magenta. Yeah, these guys just fucking love themselves, eh? Where was it? Oh, the fate of the Sevastopol cannon. Now remember, this is about ruling the Christ mind, so you look for the physical effect anagogics that are playing out right now. You have the UK rain, okay? City of London state horse trying to take over the Crimea again. They're still trying. See, this is an anagogic play out of the Christ, the war in heaven, literally, in the Crimea. And you have the Ursa Major, Mama Bear, Russia, playing against who? The lion, faking it as a dragon, City of London. Okay, get the concepts here. You got the unicorn and the lion. You don't have a unicorn and a dragon. That's why they wanted their genetic entity ogre to slay their Saint George, to slay the dragon. No, that's not how it works. So what happened to those cannons? And what you see when when they steal things in an anagogic sense, contained within them are huge and powerful anagogic allegories that we release into the ether when we do this. So here they have their canon law, and they use the cannons from Sevastopol. Interesting where they put these things. The British sent a pair of cannons seized at Sevastopol to each of several important cities in the empire. Yes, they did. Additionally, you got to spread the metal around, you see. Additionally, several were sent to the Royal Military College, Sandhurst. By the way, or on my path, Sea Cadet path, I would have been on the road to Sandhurst Officers College. Okay, just show you the connection. And the Royal Military Academy, Woolwich, of course, 666 Woolwich Street was where the Canada Trust was, branch 131 that I worked at. All 666 Woolwich like, you see? Yeah. These cannon now all reside at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, renamed after the closing of RMA Woolwich shortly after the Second World War, and are displayed in front of the old college next to the cannon from Waterloo. Yeah, Waterloo rings a large bell for this one here. Battle of Waterloo, and of course, big road called Waterloo and Guelph, the Hex of the Intent, Elf. Yeah, lots of shit going on there. You got the Hex, you got the Lucifer, you got the penis, you got the duality, and just pure intent with E. No Christ to be seen. No A. Funny that. Guelph. Royal family, German, Guelph. Oh, that's right. Albert Guelph, of Guelph. They had to change it to Albert of Hanover. It sounded less German than Guelph. The royal city, where the judge bowed. In the courthouse that was the old city hall, the residence of the Lord Mayor of Guelph. Kiroan Far Bridge. Yeah, bridge too far. You know what happened there. The Red Berets got slaughtered. 3-card Montgomery style. See the anagogics, how they dance? The Casca Bell, the cask of El, the large ball at the rear of old muzzle-loaded guns of several cannon captured during the siege have been used to make the British Victoria Cross. Have I not told you this? Yes. The highest award for murder in the British Armed Forces. The metal from these cascabels will soon be exhausted, and there is some uncertainty as to what metal will be used once this occurs. None. There is some doubt as to the origin of the metal used in some of the medals awarded during the First World War. See? They didn't even use the supposed real stuff. So the metal that is sitting, I think they've got 3 or 4 medals made, and enough to make another 3 or 4, I think, are all lies from the metal point of view, because they use different metals where the intention was to capture it. So what they did was they tried to transport time, making you think something has already happened when it hasn't. So now it has happened, nunc pro tunc, by seeing it to expose it. The metal that is still on hand right now was depleted long ago. Just weigh it against the metal of the metals that were faked, and you will find they have no metal at all, no stamina, no strength. You'll find the lie contained within the truth. Just nunc pro tunc it, now for then it. Bring it home to your own 0 point. See it now. Yes, indeed, the highest award for gallantry. You know, it's all about dead people. It's all about dead people. Yeah, Shifty, you sure didn't know what to say, all those people you murdered. Good shot. But you were doing it for the team, right? You were doing it for the dick whiners. Weren't you? The captain So Bell, Sower of War, trained you good, didn't he? Oh, yeah, I like the true stories. The Band of Orion brothers. All 13 of them depicted on the hillside, ready to murder. Great shot, Dick. What was the kid, 13, 14? Couldn't have just, wounded him? Wasn't armed or anything. You didn't care about the child. You were just killing the uniform, right? Too bad there was a child inside it. Oh, you little planners of death and destruction. You wear your uniform so proudly, like some fucking feathered peacock. What, are you trying to make murder cute, pretty, sexy, sassy, hot? Ooh, man in a uniform. He's a murderer. I don't care if you put a balaclava on or not. That meat face you're wearing is I'm not interested in that. None of this meat on this planet. I don't care how old it is. By your actions, you're known. You see, that's the problem with the Luciferian false light. You can't get away with shit here because you're in the light. Destroyed by your own Luciferian light, Lou. I see your intent. I see your evil. And then I pull nifty consciousness tricks like raping all of the power out of the lie in great big black hole swaths. Where do we rip the knickers off your sun? Think that might get some attention on this planet? Where'd the sun go? Where, indeed? Where is your fire? Where is your sun? The only ones I can see are the blazing fires of truth. Oh yeah, we're lighting this planet up pretty good too. Have you noticed? Candles everywhere. Candle. Oh, don't worry. It's a blowout sale. It's all free. Cooks fast in the microwave. Yeah, true story. Balaclava. Fucking criminals. Crimeas. Unbelievable. But anyway, it's just me being me, right? Here we go. This is the war on the Christ mind by the Antichrist, AC, alternating current, Antichrist anagogic, this whole story. Crimea. The Victoria Crosses are made from canon. Remember canon law? Yeah, that shit, the religious stuff. Well, now you know what their canon law is based on. Canon metal from the Battle of Sevastopol. Ursa Major, Mama Bear, Russia versus the UK Reign of Terror, City of London State. Lyme disease. Lyme disease. Lacks vitamin C. Unconditional love. Yep, that's the Lyme disease. You know, Limey's got that. That's why they were called Limeys, because they lacked vitamin C on the journeys. Get things like scurvy and shit. So they ate a lot of limes to get the vitamin C so they wouldn't get these illnesses. That's why the British sailors were nicknamed Limeys. True story. Look it up. It's a nasty polytick. Yeah. Many ticks. Poly, tick, many-headed. Right? Tick. Lyme disease. You get it from a tick bite. Poisons your blood. This shit kills you. Yeah, you might have heard of it. It's attached to the legal name if you have one. Nice tick you got. Lie me. Its legal name is the biggest lie you've ever lived. It's not you at all. You think it is? Well, if you think it is, it is. Me, you can call me Boots. Puss and Boots, right? Kate and Boots. Boots, we'll get to that in a sec. That's a fun one, too. Hell of a role in heaven we play. Boots on the ground, kids. Boots on the ground. All spiritual leg. Marine Corps? Corpse? Nice how they pronounce it without the P, huh? Let's just call it what it is, the Marine Corps. Corps is hearts. No heart in a Marine. They're too busy worrying about killing everybody else and defending their buddies against somebody they want to murder. Yeah, Navy fucking SEAL that, bitch. Murderers. Yeah, don't like the military much, have you noticed? Bunch of fucking parasitical murderers. Politic parasite that kills, yep, and makes you lie by using their legal name to make you dead and an instant criminal. Crimea in all. Yeah, it's Crimea River. I prefer that, truth. Yeah, cry me that one. Otherwise, you're a criminal. Crime in L. Kiro in hell. What did you think this was? Heaven? No. No, that's the other one. Yeah, funny how it all connects and shows the same thing, doesn't it? Yeah. Telling you, well, here's how it works, right? Fuck me, but you have a way with words. Back to phonics for me. Again, yeah, I don't know why you guys ever leave this shit. This is the only way you're going to see consciousness. It's the only thing that decodes the duality. Otherwise, you're looking at it from a dualistic, think it's literal, think it's a hoax, think it's this. Bullshit. You're blind. You're caught in the Lyme disease. Yeah, the siege of Sevastopol, I put the link up for those that want to have a look at it. So let me see. The fate of Sevastopol, canon. 317th century. There's the 17th again. 3 17th century church bells in Arundel. Ring a bell, Arundel? Yeah? The gate to heaven, the elves were there? Yeah. Arundel Castle, United Kingdom. There's the UK reign right there, Arundel Castle. The false elves, the fallen ones. These were taken from Sevastopol as trophies. Of course, they left their trophies at the end of the siege of Sevastopol, complete with their little hexes and curses, because the canon has the power of death. Chances are they probably killed somebody, yes? Yes, that's why they use these things. They are a direct connect to death. That's why they give a Victoria Cross made with connect to death cannon metal that killed people to murdering war heroes of the highest order. You know, Knights of the Garter. Sir Jack Ryan. You know, this kind of stuff. Yeah. They even knighted a known fraud, Sir Paul McCartney. It's not Paul McCartney. The legal name is. That's an entity. And if that ain't the Beatle, eh? Yeah, look, doesn't get more fraudulent. Someone posing as another, using the legal name, then gets knighted for it. And these are the Goonies you want to fucking play with? Demons? Are you nuts? It must be. Anyway, the British sent a pair of cannons seized the fastball to each of several important cities in the Empire. I already did that. And the Cascabel part, too. I thought that was pretty funny. This shit's just funny. And they're out of metal. Because the original intention was to give only that medal for Victoria Crosses. That was what it was. But they didn't do that for a bunch of medals during World War I. They were trying to fake it, to make sure that some of that medal was left in the drawer to hold the curse in place. Now it's removed. Empty the drawers. Empty the knickers. Yeah, the knicker law shuns. Yeah, nice one, Saint Nick. Would you cut yourself shaving, Nick? In the nick of time. What else did I put there? Anything else? Oh, yeah, 1988 in comics, of course. Tracking my now. Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Let's have a look. 1988 was the year I took, my dad and I took Mom's ashes over. So it's got a relevance to me, you know. The ashes of Mom, if you will, allegory. Interesting that the Warlord comic stopped on its 133rd edition. The date was interesting as well. Always is. I'm just scrolling down. I haven't even looked at this page yet. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Will of Rights. It's your last rights. Bill of Rights? Will of Rights. Yeah, Will of Rights. Your last rights. It's your last will and testament. If you want to go by the man-made law, that's your last will and testament. Don't worry, I'll give you a stone to go with it. All granite and graphite like. Carbon for carbon. Yeah. Fucking drain you, don't they? Not anymore. This tap is closed. And the gash is ripped open in the false reality. And all that power is coming back. Funny, DC Comics. What was it? DC... Oh, yeah, Thompson Publishing. Yeah. Hey, listen, you know, not everybody in the family actually followed the rules. You know, know thyself, keep the family law, know thyself, you know. All right. No, I'm not seeing anything there that's... I know it had to do with the Warlord. I had to reboot. So what else we got? Let's go down this and have some fun here. And then we can get into some... what do you call it? Revelations. D, this is for you as well. In a very technical sense. Did the cards yesterday. Of course, the 3 cards from the major. It came out, the Hangman. Of course, that ties Lucifer being the Hangman, connected that dot with ferocity in terms of a bank account that still that was in the red. Okay, that is still attached to the Crown-owned debt legal name that has nothing to do with ferocity. That was parents and Crown, and of course you want to bring in parents back, or children actually from the grave. This is what you're doing. Your parents are your children in the mirror. You bring them from the grave. Save your children, will you? Yeah, good idea. Because I don't think, my parents, Emily and Hillary, are thinking much about saving their kid, me. It's okay. You see how it works? All right. The cards were 12, the Hanged Man. The anagogic of leaving Lou hanging was leave the account as is. Don't worry about contacting anybody. It's in debt. Leave it there because that's a debt that Lucifer can't pay. So let's just leave Lucifer hanging on that one. Allegory. Okay? So that's an anagogic moment of, there it is, 12, the Hanged Man came up. First card. Second one was Justice, Lady of the Lake, the Waters of Truth from creation itself. Card 11. The Hanged Man is 12. There's your disciple. Justice is 11, and of course the final outcome now for that aspect is 1, the Magician. So what we have is 12 in a single on one side and 12 as a duality on the other. And I posted it's very magical. You've heard me talk about, in order to get out of here, you have to bow to stern, right, to get out, which is divine feminine, infinitely yours. And once you bow to stern, you escape the stern, Poseidon style, and then you return to the bow, where the spirit, the sprit, returns to the bow, your own creation. So it's bow to stern, to twos, as in number twos, turn to bow. So this is the twos that turn to bow, the Justice and the Magician, you. Okay, so this in 3 cards played out the anagogic perfectly of that statement, and I caught it immediately. On one side we have 12, on the other side we have 12, which makes up your 12, 12, your 24. And of course, 12 times 12 is 144. So that's your tribal aspect. Bring in the tribes of Israel, Hercules' laborers, Jesus' disciples, Muhammad disciples, Krishna, all of it together. Ophiuchus, 12 zodiacs. And of course, I have to bring in, Boots here. So let's have a look at Boots. And to give you the overview of its anagogic. So one sec, just let me get Boots constellation up here. And the role it plays, you'll see where it is in the heavens next to Orion. Okay? Keep an Orion in check, allegory. Boots, let me see. History and mythology. In ancient Babylon, the stars of Boots were known as Shupa. Shura. Yeah, Shupa, Shura. The shoes of Pisces or the shoes of Ra, light, the right angle, the right angel, the right choice, the 7 psi stirs within, not the 7 sisters within, right? Sister within, sister without. Psi stir within, psi stir without. Stir the pot. That's what we do, spiritual like. In ancient Babylon, the stars of Boots were known as Shupa. They were apparently depicted as the god Enlil. Ah! There's that Lou boy showing up again. Enki and Enlil, right, watch. Who was the leader of the Babylonian pantheon. Oh yeah, the across creation god eon thing. Yeah, Lucifer. And a special patron of farmers, Cain. Very special patron of farmers. Loves the physical, right? And that's the allegory that people are missing. Okay, not anymore. You got it. Good. The name Boots was first used by Homer. Homer run, baby. Let's go Arcanon and the Miracle Mets game, shall we? In last place for every season up to the World Series victory. The Miracle Mets, they were called. Great moment in human history. In the allegoric, not the literal. It's a fucking baseball game. Let's play it heavenly, though, right? Boy, they take their game seriously, don't they? I take my game seriously. The name Boots was first used by Homer in his Odyssey, 2001, Space, as a celestial reference point for navigation, described as late setting or slow to set. Fuck. Yeah, slow to get it, aren't you, Lou? Yeah, I know. Anyway, translated as the plowman. Now, interesting for those that don't know, in Ireland, the Big Dipper is also called the plow. And of course, divine feminine, plow. So let's take the P and the L out and put the row in there. And what do you have? The row, your boat. It's a twin hull. Catamaran. W? Well, what boat are you rowing? Or are you still caught in literal? The name, oh yeah, I'll play with you. Slow to set translated as the plowman. So if Boots is the plowman, you're the plow. Put them together. Got it? Yeah. Yeah, Big Dipper, you. Anyway, Ursa Major. Big Bear, Little Bear, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear. Huh. Funny that. Describe exactly whom Boots is supposed to represent in Greek mythology is not clear. Didn't you read the nursery rhyme? Puss in Boots. It's a venture. It's to represent Pisces. What boots are you wearing? The physical boots on the ground there, Marine Corpse? Or the spiritual boots on the ground there, you saintly get-her-done truthers? You know what boots you're wearing. I know what boots you're wearing. These boots were made for walking. You know the fucking song. Come on, all Sinatra style. Nancy, Nancy, fancy pantsy. Yeah. Who do you want it to be? I can show you it in everyone. I'd say it's not clear because it's everyone that you need. Jesus, literalists. According to one version, according to one truth shun, according to one lie, he was a son of Demeter. Philomenes. Philo. Oh my Jesus, Lord Thunder. Philo and Milo. Unbelievable. Anyway, Philomenes. King Menace. Isn't that funny? Demeter. Full of menace. Narmer palette. King Menace. Aha. Moment. You're starting to see the magic. Demeter. Demeter. Twin brother of Plutus. Penis is everywhere up there. A plowman who drove the oxen in the constellation Ursa Major. Funny, I just anagoggled that and didn't know that. Funny that. Same story, though, isn't it? Apparently it's Plutus. Well, that's Hades. That's the creator-destroyer. That's none. You know, Pluto, Uranus, just doing the right angle Pythagorean triangle in space kind of thought thingy with the Earth at the, XY axis, 0 point, where the right angle box occurs that we just busted open. 3, 4, 5 like. Yeah, you see, because the square, the esquire, the page, me, in the book of life, is equal to the sum of the truth lie squires. So it's the square of the esquire of the high potent, you say, the high potent use, truth, most potent there is. That's a potent, not a potion. Of course, op shuns means your spirit seed is shunned in the word. Op means the reversal of spirit seed. Shuns is double negative. So an option, you see, that's the thing. An option is not an option at all. It neutralizes itself. Op, the reverse of the idea. Shun, to push the reverse of the idea away. So you're actually creating exactly and completely the opposite of what you intended in the word. Now, that's why I put in Mama Bear, Russia. There's no options on this one. So, calling the New York Stock Exchange New Year's Eve. We're calling all the puts. Lucifer, your market got called. Every penny is the avail. To veil a crime is the avail of a crime. Everything deemed of veil you is the illusion to veil you outside of yourself. This is corroborated by the constellation name, which itself means ox driver. Ox, O-X. Hugs and kisses, driver. Tri-ver, well, tri-truth. Hugs and kisses like. Or herdsman. Well, they're both opposites. Ox, the hugs and kisses. Tri-ver, the truth, divine feminine source, creation. Yan, source from within. Mama Bear. And herdsman, well, that's for cattle. Cat-el, the Ka-T of El. The spirit of the crucified consciousness in Lucifer. Herdsman. And there's Abel, the shepherd. The she-ro herd. Yeah. Don't worry, Abel heard. Operation Able Danger indeed, eh? That's what I thought. She was, but not any longer. So here we go. This is corroborated. This is the Boots constellation. It's corroborated by constellation's name, which itself means ox driver or herdsman. The ancient Greeks saw the asterism, the as-ter, as divine feminine-ism, now called the Big Dipper. And of course, Dipper in Gravity Falls had the birthmark of the little dipper on his forehead, or Big Dipper on his forehead. That's why they called him Dipper. Dipper and who? Mabel, Maypoultry, Maybelline. What kind of face you putting on? These are not coincidences. They're coincidences of pure connected truth. This influenced the name's etymology derived from the Greek for noisy or ox driver. Well, there's Sion right there. Noise. Zion. Noise. Sion. Noisy or ox driver. Well, which one are you? Noisy or ox driver? It can be called both things, but both things are opposite. Choose one. One's truth, ox driver. Noisy? All that white noise? Are you kidding me? It's static. Another myth associated with Boots tells that he invented the plow. Oh, there we go. Nothing like parting the Red Sea. And was memorialized for his ingenuity as a constellation. Another myth associated with Boots by hygienists, cleanliness is next to godliness, is that of Icarius, who was schooled as a grape farmer and winemaker by Dionysus. And of course you have the, if you go back to the Midas Touch essay, I'm pretty sure there's mention of the satyr and Dionysus and what have you. Icarius made wine so strong that those who drank it appeared poisoned. Oh yeah, which caused shepherds to avenge their supposedly poisoned friends by killing Icarius. Mara, Icarius' dog, brought his daughter Aragon, you can't make this shit up. Yeah, the Most High gone, to her father's body, whereupon both she and the dog committed suicide. Funny we were talking about suicide-el last night, yes. Zeus then chose to honor all three by placing them in the sky as constellations. And I'm going to show you the connection here. Icarius as Boots, Aragon as Virgo. Your divine feminine creation's gone. Time to put your spiritual boots on. Yeah, and check it out. And Mera as none other than Gemini. Canis Major and Canis Minor, the two dogs, with the hair in the middle, the true monkey in the middle, my key, my life in the middle. That's the game I play. Following another reading, the constellation is identified with Arcas indeed, and also referred to as Arcas and Arcturus. Love that one. Son of Zeus and Callisto. Calypso. Love the music. Hated the bitch. Arcas was brought up by his maternal grandfather, Lycaon, Polycaon, to whom one day Zeus went and had a meal. Oh yeah, not a good idea. To verify that the guest was really the king of the gods, Lycaon killed his grandson, nice guy, and prepared a meal made from his flesh. Zeus noticed and became very angry. Oh yeah, what are you doing serving me pig, oxen, cattle, sheep, fish, death? Fucking cannibals. Of course Zeus noticed and became very angry and turned the tables over in the temple, changing the mind of this asshole, transforming Lycaon into a wolf. Yeah, and gave back life to his son. In the meantime, Callisto had been transformed into a she-bear. Oh, there we go. That'll be your constellation Ursa Major again. By Zeus's wife, Hera. Oh, yeah, you can't make this up. You could, but it's too much fun just reading it. Who was angry at Zeus's infidelity? Oh, dear. This is corroborated by the Greek name for boots, Arctophylact, which means bear watcher. Oh, yeah. Keeping a close eye on that Papa Bear. Callisto, in form of a bear, was almost killed by her son who was out hunting. Zeus rescued her, taking her into the sky where she became Ursa Major, the Great Bear. The name Arcturus, the constellation's brightest star, comes from the Greek word meaning guardian of the bear. Yeah, that's you. Arcs are us. Yeah, our keys are us. Sometimes Arcturus is depicted as leading the hunting dogs of nearby canes of Venatici. Yeah, Venatici this, Venatici that. Cane to teach you everything. And driving the bears of Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, pushing the baby around. Cane. I guess you're done with the Venatici this and Venatici that. And fuck you, I'll throw you into the brogue. I know your language. I speak your tongue. Anyway, just thought I'd dance a little bit with you guys tonight. So a bit of anagogic fun. Legal name fraud. You will never see the magic while you exist in the legal name fraud illusion, thinking it's you. You will carry on living your typical meat stick existence, thinking you're having a great time. Time's up. The clock is done. Nunc pro tunc, now for then. This planet is toast, and there will be strewed L everywhere. Don't be part of the pastry. The papistry, the pape's tree, the pope's tree. Imagine that, some fucking wanker throwing an outfit on and claiming to be God on earth. Little arrogant, don't you think? Oh, but everyone believes that I am. Fucking even dumber you are. Dumb and dumber too. Gotta love this shit. 347-637-3265 to call in. Again, 347-637-3265 to call in, and BTR listener 052 tonight for those that want to use Skype. Please feel free to hit 1 on your dial pad at any time. We'll get this show on the road. In the meantime, just going to toss on a tune because I love you guys so much, and I figured since I was talking about them, might as well play a song wrote all about them. You know, it's kind of the rearranged 432 hertz in 3 minutes and 24 seconds. And there it is again. Couldn't make this up if you tried. We'll be right back. Pretty eyes for my daughters, Emily and Hillary. Yeah. I've actually been on a nice tear lately. This is off the live album.
Pretty eyes, amazed and filled with wonder, what a friend I have in you. Pretty eyes, what a spell I'm under, so much so there's nothing I won't do. Since you showed me there's more to you than meet your pretty eyes. There's more to you left to find behind those pretty eyes. Pretty eyes, your smile incites affection, melts a heart and heals this old one too. Pretty eyes, windows left wide open, lets me come in from cold to feel brand new. Since I've known you, there's more to you. Your first breath told me why. It's more than pretty eyes. A daughter's love is what what you'll find inside. Now close your eyes with kisses of a butterfly. Be still, I'll be waiting when morning finds again your pretty eyes. Pretty eyes, what a spell I'm under, so much so there's nothing I won't do. Since you showed me there's more to you than meets your pretty eyes. There's more to you left to find behind those pretty eyes. Yeah, pretty eyes, amazed and filled with wonder. What a friend I have in
you. Just like that. So anyway, just a mental note for those that still like to be intellectual and what have you. Don't bring it here. Don't bring it here. I don't want to know how clever you are, because in truth, those that already know who they are don't need to do that. They don't need to prove anything to me. Don't have to prove anything to anybody, just yourself. So anyone that still wants to play in the intellectual part, take it to another show. Not because you're most welcome here. If you're going to use that, then use it where it can be useful. It's useless here. It's useful on Alex Jones' sites. It's useful on. If you want to show how clever you are, don't come here, because I'll just make a fool of you. And how clever you are of not knowing yourself. Still trying to convince me that you do. You're going to prove yourself to yourself by taking this message elsewhere. We'll discuss the concepts here for sure, absolutely. But that's all we'll discuss here. We'll take the literals and destroy them. The one thing that literally destroys the entire construct of this reality is making people aware of the legal name fraud, trapped into who they're not. Believing that, and of course if you believe something, all of your life force and source goes into that idea, which is creation of life thought itself. So if your thought can be controlled and directed through all sorts of amazing things like histories and languages and squiggles and shit, you're done. It was the tricky Egyptians that threw things on paper. Everything before that was, clay tablets and stuff like that. Do you know why it was so different? Because a clay tablet, once it had been fired, it couldn't be altered. You couldn't change it. You'd break it. You wouldn't want to break the law, right? So it's an anagogic of not breaking the law. So it was moved to paper. The paper, original scrolls and stuff was done on, was perforated down the middle. The laws are written on both sides and ripped in half. So they ripped you from you. Like a piece of papyrus, just tear down the middle, tear along the dotted line. See, with the concept of the Sumerian tablets, I'm going to use it as an anagogic example to see, well, take a clay tablet fired in an oven or in a kiln and then try to reform it to write something else with a stick. You can't. And if a piece of it was missing, it was very obvious. Very obvious. So we have taken the Humpty Dumpty pieces of the tablets, the emerald tablets, the unbreakable emerald tablets, and reassembled them of thought. The heart, green, the truth, verity, the truth of truth itself. That's the problem with paper. You can draw anything you want on it. You can make up all sorts of stories with papyrus, can't you? Yeah, legal name, the whole idea is the dragon trap. That's their St. George, the genetic entity ogre destroying you, the dragon. And you're just laying your heart open bare for it. Be the other bear. Be the mama bear. The mama grizzly, the mama Kodiak, mama Russia. Oh yeah, the puts are in. Let's go to the bin. Here, let's... Again, guys, hands up here. Brandon, you're on Skype. Let's see what it sounds like. You there, Brandon?
Hello, hello, hello.
There you go. Quick as always. How's it work? Any time lag? Can you hear it? Are we good?
I can hear you fine. You can hear me?
Yep, good. You're in regular time with the rest of us. Good. And just keep your little yes to yourself, and we'll just flow the conversation with everybody. Fair? Fair. Okay. So there's Brandon's in. Who else is coming in? Come on, guys. Let's get the hands up. We got 24 minutes, 14 seconds to roll over. 347-637-3265. And, of course, BTR listener 052 for those. Come on in here. Did you guys learn anything from any of this tonight? Staying on point of the anagogic miracle once you get past the legal name illusion that you think you are. It was some... Did you have any aha moments? Anybody?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes. Johnny said, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. All the time I'm noticing that now that it's completely gone, it's not in my mind, I'm not even nervous, traveling from one point to another. And what I've noticed is that you're now alive, and fiction or dead things have to leave when the living come into the scene.
Yeah, you know what? Here, let's play on nervous. Beautiful choice. Love the sound. Check this out. When you nerve us, it's because they're trying to unnerve us to get our nerve us energy from us. And here's what happens when you're not the legal name anymore. Guess who gets nerve us now? They get real nervous. The whole Luciferian construct is nervous. It's coming home. It's coming home. Good choice. Love the words. You Phoenician, you.
Since then, before then, one of the hardest things to do for me was to get around. So when you can't get around as you wish, you feel not free, right? So
yeah, absolutely. Here's a quick question for you. Do you find it just a lot easier to get in the car or truck now and turn the key and go wherever you fucking want? Is that working for you okay? You didn't have to. You didn't have to jump through a paper fucking hoop, right?
Yeah, one of the first things he said to me when I was here, I don't know, I'd been here maybe 5-6 days, and we're tooling around, going up the mountain. He said, "Man, I can't believe it. I've been here this long, and this is the first time I'm going up the mountain." And then I look at him a few minutes later, and he's grinning, ear to ear, Cheshire Cat, having a blast. He's in total love space, total heart space. This is the most fun I've had in years.
Okay. Okay. Just a quick question then. It really sucks, doesn't it? Oh, guys, see, if you listen to what Randy's tone is there, that laughter. Okay. when you figure this shit out, then you'll know why we're laughing so much at those that are still going, but there's a piece of paper in my way. Oh, boo. Oh, boo-hoo. Did you not hear about legal name fraud, that it's actually a felony to think you are one and to use one? And guess what? the only ones that would even think of thinking that are the ones that are going to commit a fucking felony that you're going to make them aware of, and you know that's a felony, right? Fucking dodger. You know, you got a little shield up protecting you. No, I see your naked heart in there, liar. I don't care what uniform you got on. That's why they don't come near you, because you make them real nervous. And it's a very freeing experience just to kind of get about your day as normal, eh?
Yeah, and we can back that up also. Look at that.
Darn. I feel like I'm at the siege of Sevastopol. Siege me.
Well, you feel that you're able to go forth, be yourself, and not have to have paper, pens around to do it. You can go back to a handshake, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I tell them I don't want to have nothing to do with paper, write no names on nothing. We can just do however, but rather, you know.
Here, do you want my anagogic for you on this one? That same freeing experience was exactly the same feeling. I've got this really cute little purple skirt, and just the wind, the freeing, and oh my God, yeah, the first time, the freeing of it, yes, feels wonderful, doesn't it?
Nice.
Well,
your soul is free. That's the anagogic I'm trying to show in the most physical, literal ways.
Yes.
Girls, doesn't it feel great with a nice breeze, just perfect breeze. Oh, you know the, yeah.
Yeah. The way I could describe it is, I remember riding the kiddie cars that look like cars that run around thing.
Oh, like at the carnival?
Well, it was just a small little place around in not far from where we lived. And they had the old Indian motorcycles that went around the track that looked real, and you know, and all that. And when it's an old 58 I like to ride around in, and it was an old, like the old work trucks I went around with guys when I first started working. So it feels good. It's a time machine. And it's fun. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Dang it.
Welcome to Phoenix Airlines. Don't worry. Get used to it. You'll be flying in friendly skies all over the place, and you go, wait a minute, I'll be right back. This was really cool over here. I just don't know what I saw, but it was fucking cool. Right. I know. It's fun, isn't it?
We show up, and anyway, what I'm trying to say is I have a sense of freedom as if you just when you got your license and you thought you were free when you were a teenager, and it woohoo, you know, and everything, and that's how I feel now. But now I know I'm on the other end, not thinking. It's a knowing, and having gotten rid of all the other stuff that could possibly cause you any turbulence in life, for lack of a better way to put it. I am free, and I tell you, day by day, you start standing up straighter. You know, you start breathing deeper and taking deeper breaths. You notice that your capacity in your lung, you know, and your energy, and you just are content in a way where you sit down and just have to soak it in little pieces. Here's the moment. Let me see, because you're in this, I want to see if I can use this one expression to describe it so others can experience it. You're actually on the verge of arrogance, but you know better. Yeah, you go right to grateful then, you know. I mean, it is the point between gratitude and arrogance. It's like you're so, fuck, I got you, and it's like, oh my God, thank you. It's like and that's the Middle Earth. You found home. You find happiness, and then you just start losing inches. I've lost probably about a half an inch in the last week. Just since Randy's been here, and you know, experiencing each other and seeing how it's going, and getting the gratification from that, you know. And so just being happy will change your whole world around, you know, and genuine happiness, not phony. Well, you're never faking it, but you're fooled into a happiness, thinking you're free, thinking you've done something great, when really all you did was just build another prison for yourself, you know, and stuff. So. It's you know, it's very akin to that beautiful hot summer day, and there's nobody around, and there's the lake sitting at about 75, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect swimming temperature, and no one's there, and you just rip all your clothes off and say, fuck it, and you just go off the peak into the water, and it's just you and the universe. That's what it feels like all the time. Well,
yeah, we went into a quick gas mart place the other day, and I got what I wanted to get, and there was a sheriff behind me, and I knew it, and I actually slowed down my walk, and then I walked around behind Johnny, and the sheriff was up there at the counter, or at the food ordering counter. Well, their food, not mine. And I paid for my peanuts and left. Next thing we know, the sheriff's behind me walking out. He didn't call anything. He left. He could not be around the living. He knew, granted, there was no license plate on the car. He knew that, and he had to leave. There's living here. Got to go.
Yeah, there was an ADOT truck and this deputy sheriff right there,
Arizona
right
Department of Traffic.
And, they don't, not a peep. But almost like they try to come in and take a peek almost, and
they'll avoid you. They'll avoid you like the plague. They'll be curious, but they'll avoid you like the plague, and they won't know why.
Yeah, and that's it, exactly. So anyone out there, I'd say, hey, I know we've got to get over the nerve at the first, like anything you've done for the first time that might be a little scary or whatever.
Well, in a nutshell, in the same way that you don't know why they stay away from you, all magical-like, is the exact same thing as they know they have to stay away from you, but they don't know why, all magic-like.
Yeah. Nice one there.
Yeah,
it's a mirror of itself,
Yeah, some of them, that's right. They look at you.
They look at you from afar, and I've seen that too, exactly. You're right.
They don't know why they can't come anywhere near you. They just know they can't come anywhere near you, and that's the magic I speak of. That's what you're living. When you get into this space, and for anyone that wants to never have to be bothered by these fucking wankers and demon slayers of truth and those parasites and ticks and everything else, this is all you need to know. That the only thing that binds you to the Luciferian world is your agreement to be a dead legal name idea of one name, one thing. It's a no one, no un, no one there. It's a noun, pronoun for no one there. So what you're doing is you're speaking for no one there. Everything in the physical reality is death. This whole world is death. This illusion is death, and we're ripping the corona of El, the crown of El, off. That's what, when you see the coronal hole, it looks like space behind it, doesn't it? Yeah, that's because that's what it is. That is the coronal veil that has been placed over all of creation. And, they talk about the suns being portals, you see. Portals, yeah. Don't worry. It opens both ways. Problem is, when you go through heaven's side, hell can never follow. You're done with it. That's that everlasting thing, revelation stuff. That what's his face? That fucking sandal kid. What's his name? He lived down the road there. Fucking played baseball, I think. Jesus or something. Anyway, what's his face said it? Told you all that, right? Before he went off and hit the fucking Grand Slam home run for the Miracle Me Tees. Me, Magnetic Electric Truths, you. It's time that we meet, don't you think? Me too. Funny how it sounds the same. Meet, me too. Just depends on the intent. Ooh, my intent is you. I'd love to meet you. It's pure magic.
Me too.
It's pure magic. Ferocity, the roar is getting louder within you, yes? Feel the fire?
Well, I certainly, because I'm ready to cut another friendship relation that I had for many, many years, and is getting to my nerve right now.
Okay, hey, Ferocity, just a little, okay, if you want a hint, this isn't advice, this is a hint that, is a really good one. What in this moment right now, go to the agreement of self that you have no contracts with anyone or anything in your reality at all. That includes me and everything else, okay? No contracts. I'm going to show you why. Clear it all off in the spiritual. Get the concept of just wiping the slate clean. Got it?
Okay.
that nothing that you've ever lived was real. Got it?
Okay.
Okay, so there's no contracts there. You don't agree with things that you don't know of, so you wipe that clean. Now, what you do from this nunc-pro-tunc now for that moment is you let everything present itself as a confirmation as to why you needed to cut those contracts. What you're getting now is the proof and the confirmation as to why you needed to cut that contract with that entity. Don't let them get on your nerves. Don't let them get your goat, because that is the only intention that that point of view has to get your goat. So just wipe it out. Make it go away in all forms. Once it presents its hydra, when evil presents a hydra, a head of anxiety to come and bite at you, nitpick at you, this is why just plant the fucking seed and walk on. What anyone outside of you does is none, creator destroyer of your business. When you make it your business to be in contract, thinking it's somehow related to you, you are in contract with that fractal by choice. Me, I just zero, nothing. I speak only from the heart. If you see it, great. If you don't, no contract there. I am simply planting seeds of my own free will, ideas, and good benevolence to see where the gardens of Eden truly are. So lose the frustration with the meat sticks. The only thing that frustrates me is the wanton waste of life in all of its forms, be it blissfully ignorant or intentionally evil. That's it. So my job here is to eradicate that. It's even in my name. Consciousness radiating Kate, eradicate it. Kate, Kati, you're all Kate. You all walk in the spirit of truth, the consciousness.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a handy sound that's kind of familiar to kind of bring you here sort of thing. But there's lots of things. You can actually Google Das Boot now and you'll find me. That's why I do these things. It doesn't matter. I'll put up whatever. Because it's still my way. Truth is my way. I can put any word I want up. It's still my way, still my name. They're all ways of truth. That's my name. And I will show you the truth in all words, sigils, squiggles, whatever, to show that that is my way, my way. I play for the away team. The heavenly home team. You see, we're in hell. You know, the game between heaven and hell. You probably listen to comedy and you'll get the idea. Joan of Arc, 9 hits in her last 10 at bats. She's on fire. Yeah, it's one of our heavy hitters, right? It's comedy in the truest form. Yeah, this is hell. Or you can call it purgatory. It's baseball in purgatory. If you want to make purgatory your home, then you're playing for the home team. Lucifer. Me, I play for the away team, heaven. And we just took Miracle Meats. The Miracle Mets. Bring it now. So it's playing out beautifully. Here, give you an example. Garbage can. Moscow bomb shelters filled as we prepare for war. The world is about to experience once in the history. That's on the 20th. Funny how the tomb works out with the New Year's Eve, New Year's Day being today, 18, 19, 20, 3 days in the tomb. Of course, the 21st in the grandest sense is the first day of proverbial spring, which is the Christ risen moment. So what we're doing now, St. Pat's 17, if you will, which is Christmas Eve, crucifixion, if you will, Good Friday. Excuse me, in the allegorical sense. Crucified, and then 3 days in the tomb. This is day 1, day 2 tomorrow, day 3 the next, and of course the risen on the 21st. So it all ties in. That's the 321, 777. It's 3777, right? Blackjack. Oh, this goes so fractal so quickly. Everything is coinciding. Remember, when we bring the nunc pro tunc, It is always every holiday you can imagine. It's All Saints Day today. It's Halloween today. It's all of these things, because I can bring all of these things into it and show you how they are today, where you're fractalized over 365th per year. So there's 50 times 365th for every day of the year. And these are all fractal points of view in time and space. Bring all of it together into the now moment. You don't have to connect a lot of it. Just, for me, it's typically, connect 4. Find 4 points, and then you see the single line running through. Really, you've already seen where it connects once. When you find the third, there you have the idea that it's more than just connected to one thing. You've crossed that bridge. But the certainty of direction is when you go one more. Because there's, 4 dots in a row is a line that you will follow. 3 can be turned. 4, it's, there's no angles in that. All right, what do we got? You won't, again, DC, remember direct current? David Cameron, DC, is involved in the UK rain nuke thing that's going on and all the rest of it. It's playing out beautifully in perfect biblical order. And these literalists have no idea what they're doing. They are so caught in the matrix of death. They're playing this shit out like it's a matter of life and death in the literal sense. I play it out in the game of it's literal life and death in the spiritual. Which one do you want? Do you want the second death? That's what they're all going for. The first death is the paper. Get rid of that. That's when you come back to life. And you will not suffer the second death. I read it in Revelations yesterday. You'll see it. DC Insider said, direct current. Dean Clifford, ×2, DC. Dean Christopher, D something Clifford. Whatever. Yeah, Dean Christopher David Clifford, something like that. It's DC, I know that. Of course, oh man, this just plays out so beautifully. So I'm just gathering fractals right now. Yeah, they're big baskets. Kremlin, Kiro mi lion. So the lion and the bear in the one, right? Rowan, Kiro mi Rowan. And look, when you look at history in the mirror, communist Russia, look what they've done. They've made Nazi Germany. They've created these fucking monsters. Okay? They created these monsters subversively. You got people dying for somebody else's bullshit idea. One country wants resources, so they use up incredible amounts of resources to capture a little bit more of the resources that is a little bit more than they wasted getting them. It's a consuming war. This. It's pure fucking insanity. And it's playing out in the Crimea right now. Yeah, hey, DC, Dopey Cameron, Crimea River, you're toast. Yeah, Putin called your dead hand. Yeah, the dead hand move. Have a look. Google it. You'll see see, that's it. See, there's nothing on this planet worth saving. It's all dead. Bodies, everything. Everything is dead here. You're the life. You're the way. You're the truth. Yeah. Talk about wiping the canvas clean. We're just about to roll over. 1 minute to roll over. Don't forget there is another rollover. As this is the rollover from Liberty and Jolly earlier, Shocked and Roar will they have their table as well tonight. So there you go. What else we got? The rats are pouring out of DC sinking ship. Yep, there's the DC again. So that's the ratis, the rots. Okay, are pouring out of the direct current, our divine feminine source. If you go back to the Nazi propaganda films and they were quite accurate in the filth and vermin that the false Jews were, portraying them as rats, eating and consuming. And look back throughout it, you'll see it all over the place. And these guys have been faking it as the children of the tribe of Yoda, the tribe of Yoda. Hey, George, G.E. Ogre, Lucky Ass, Look As, whatever. You guys love yourselves, don't you? Always promote yourselves to those big sales positions. Well, I guess so if you're a Spielberg, a mountain of sales. Hey, Stephen? Yeah, how many more fucked up propaganda movies are you going to put out anyway? These guys are just, they're pathetic. Keeping their little illusions alive. This game is toast. Cop exposes Illuminati pharma death industry to Congress. Like they care. Try again. Planet X to pass August 2015. Let's bring it now, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, put together a real bug-out bag. Well, that's what we've done here. We got all the bugs out. It's pretty real. But according to these literalist life and death meat stickers, a bug-out bag is making sure they got their Doritos and their Diet Coke, Putin's war will kill 10 million. No, this one, it's going to take out a whole planet. It says Lech Walesa, Wales, eh? Yeah, whale saw. Yeah, looks like very Welsh to me. It's all polish, spit and polish. These guys, just look around. Any of the leaders that you think are leaders, yeah, they're leader hosen, and they're hosing you. You seeing this stuff play out? Anyone in the rank and file are trapped in the most demonic form. They'll either leave it or they won't. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to wipe it all out. All the bullshit. Infinite Spirit? What are you worried about? Meat stick games? In hell, being a good little slave? Yeah, it's a very freeing experience, this. Knowing that not a single demon entity on this planet can touch you. Period. And they don't know why they can't. They just know they can't. That's why I like doing the little heads-up game. Legal names use is felony. Anything that's ever been done with it is felony. Fell on knee. Yeah. Slave, on your knees, bitch. Get down on those pews, putrids. Yeah, pewter. Poisonous stuff, that pewter. The Church of Pewter? You might want to look up Stanum, D. That was one of the early clues. Tin, silver, and lead. Silver, the cure, truth, lead, the death. That's your letters. Letters, your leaders. Letters, lead, lead. Letters of the alphabet that have led you astray. I'm just here to lead, to lead in the form of self, where none can follow me, but can only follow themselves. We just kind of have the same path, you know? Same truth, different version. And when you figure out that you've been living the lie of lies, then you find the others that have seen the same thing, and funny that, we walk shoulder to shoulder, completely different paths, same road. Just depends on the role you're here to play. The rower or the rowell. It's up to you. I had a clue in school. I went to school with a guy called Rowell. Interesting name. Mahatu. Rowell Mahatu. Yeah, there's your magic hat, rabbit. Mahatu, the hat of duality. Pulled that rabbit out of the hat, didn't we? So much for rowing L. It's time to be the rower. The roar. The true lion. Not the lion one. What are you, some kind of Simba worshipper? What else we got? Yeah, red alert, America on DEFCON 3. Fucking deaf and conned. Damn straight. Oh yeah, this is that's the preparedness to the be ready to roll in 15-minute preparedness. Yeah. Gets real dicey at DEFCON 2 and DEFCON 1. That's okay. Dun 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 dun. It is over for America. You need to read this. It's been over for America since it was first formed as as an idea. Because the idea was an illusion. What is it? All these Epimetheus walking around naming shit. Yeah, if you don't comply, your ass is grass. Cop flips out on kid. Well, yeah. Demons taking care of demons. I don't care how old they are. Going dark. NASA scientist predicts widespread power grid failures. Oh, yeah. Here, let me tell you all about your bank accounts. So if you got anything in them, you better get them out. You know, just a little heads up. There's not much paper in terms of keeping track of shit, eh? Have you noticed that? You know, handwritten account books or anything like that to prove that your avails of the crimes and proceeds of crimes that we've all done and all have fallen short. It's all good. We use the government checks called cash for different things now. Yeah, they're cashing out hardcore. Yeah, it'd be a little hard to backtrack any account information without all those zeros and ones in digital form, eh? So that's where you go to the counter and go, sorry, we have no record of anything you have. We can't prove it, and we can't prove it, and you're fucked.